Welcome to TechNation, the channel where we explore the coolest and geekiest technology out there. Today, we're diving into the world of NFC. No, not the National Football Conference, we're talking about near-field communication, the technology that lets your phone do magical things with just a simple tap. So get ready to get connected and discover the wonders of NFC. It's like having a superpower in your pocket. Today's smartphones and smartwatches are equipped with NFC technology, making it highly likely that your phone's NFC scanner is active right now. Although the NFC chip in your phone is a passive scanner, it can unlock a wide range of features that can make your life easier. NFC has the potential to do more than handle mobile payments. It enables devices like phones and smartwatches to exchange small bits of data with other devices and read NFC-equipped cards over relatively short distances. This technology, also known as near-field communication, is an evolution of RFID, commonly used in security cards and keychain fobs for offices and gyms. NFC offers more advanced features and better security than RFID, but the two technologies still share many similarities. If you've ever used Apple Pay, Google Pay, or Samsung Pay, you've already taken advantage of your phone's NFC feature. So, let's explore the wonders of NFC and how it can help you get connected. One of the most significant benefits of NFC technology is that it eliminates the need for manual pairing or device discovery steps that are typically required when using Bluetooth or Wi-Fi devices. Unlike these technologies, NFC doesn't require you to deal with passwords, and you don't need to go through any tedious setup processes. All you have to do is place your smartphone within about 4 inches of another NFC-enabled device, and it will immediately detect it and be ready to go. However, as with most new technologies, there were several early applications for NFC that didn't gain traction. One example is Android Beam, which Google developed as a way to transfer data between smartphones using NFC. Unfortunately, it didn't catch on, as most people found it inconvenient to hold their phones in close proximity for the amount of time it took to transfer photos and videos over a relatively slow NFC connection. This led to the development of Fast Share, later renamed Nearby Share, which leverages Bluetooth and Wi-Fi to offer better range and faster transfer speeds. Despite these early setbacks, companies soon began to focus on the more practical applications of NFC technology. Payment cards and security tags had already been using RFID for years, and since NFC was built on the same foundation, it turned out to be an ideal fit for integrating those features into smartphones and smartwatches. With NFC technology, you can easily make contactless payments using your smartphone, eliminating the need to carry physical cards or cash. Additionally, NFC-enabled security tags can be used to access secure areas in office buildings, hotels, and other locations. The rise of mobile payments has been one of the most significant developments in the world of NFC technology. While Europe and Canada had already adopted physical contactless payment cards, the idea had not gained much traction in the United States. However, when Apple introduced Apple Pay in 2014, it was a game changer. Google had already launched its own mobile payment solution a few years earlier, but Apple put a much stronger push behind marketing and getting banks and credit card companies on board. As a result, mobile payments began to take off in a big way. Apple Pay and Google Pay offered something that physical cards could not match: better security and privacy. A physical credit or debit card can be tapped by anyone who gets their hands on it, but a mobile payment card requires you to unlock your smartphone first, typically through a passcode, fingerprint scanner, or facial recognition features. This added layer of security allowed merchants and banks to remove transaction caps for authenticated mobile payments, as there was less risk of fraud from a stolen credit or debit card. It was a win-win for consumers and businesses alike. NFC technology has become a popular choice for mobile payments, particularly in the United States where contactless payment cards had not taken off. Apple has restricted the NFC chip's payment features to its own Apple Pay wallet app, preventing third-party apps from using NFC for mobile payments. The wallet apps from Apple and Google not only store credit and debit cards but also loyalty cards, tickets, passes, and transit fare cards. NFC technology can also be used to turn smartphones into mobile terminals for accepting payments from contactless cards. While exchanging money with friends and family through NFC is not yet a possibility, it is an exciting technology with many possibilities in the future. Although Apple and Google are striving to integrate transit fare cards into their respective mobile wallet apps, not all transit agencies have adopted this technology yet. Some still use physical cards that are not compatible with Apple Wallet or Google Wallet. To use these apps, you typically need to make a payment using a credit card or debit card for the desired amount you want to add to your fare card. Once the payment is confirmed, you're instructed to place the physical fare card against the back of your phone to update the card with the new balance. Your smartphone in this case serves as a mobile version of the physical card reloading machines you see at transit stations, enabling you to add more money to your transit fare card without having to stop during your commute. With the increasing capabilities of digital wallets, it's becoming more feasible to leave your physical wallet at home. The only missing element is the need to carry physical identification. However, this is changing with the introduction of secure digital ID card technology by Apple and Google, with more state governments slowly embracing it. But simply having a digital ID card on your smartphone isn't enough. It needs to be validated by officials. The best way to do this is through an NFC reader, which the U.S. Transportation Security Administration, TSA, is already implementing at some airports. Using biometric authentication, you can securely choose what information to share when presenting your digital ID. Once digital IDs are fully implemented, you'll be able to use them to prove your age at retailers and event venues without disclosing personal information like your address or phone number. While the technology is still in its early stages, it has the potential to eliminate the need for physical identification entirely. NFC technology offers a wide range of capabilities beyond payments and security. One such capability is the ability to store digital keys for accessing everything from your home to hotel rooms. With compatible smart locks, you can unlock your front door using your smartphone or smartwatch, and many office campuses and hotels already use NFC readers for security access. NFC can also simplify two-factor authentication by using physical security keys that can be held against the back of your smartphone. This works for everything from Gmail to Facebook, and most NFC 2FA keys double as USB keys, making them compatible with desktops and laptops. In addition to security, NFC can also streamline the pairing process for accessories like headphones and speakers. Instead of manually pairing over Bluetooth, tapping your smartphone against the NFC chip in the accessory will handle the pairing process automatically. NFC can also be used for pairing up Wi-Fi speakers or smart home accessories. For a creative use of NFC, affordable NFC tags can be strategically placed around your home or office to trigger shortcuts and automation. This can include setting focus modes, controlling smart home accessories, playing music, or setting timers with just a tap. NFC tags can also be used to grant visitors access to your home Wi-Fi. NFC is primarily a passive technology that consumes a minimal amount of battery power and doesn't require any processing unless you're actively using it with another NFC device. There are also no significant privacy concerns, as personal data isn't transmitted unless you authorize it, and mobile payments are fully encrypted. Moreover, the NFC chip's unique ID is tied only to your device and not your identity, and someone would need to be within 4 inches of your phone to read it. In short, disabling NFC won't offer any significant benefits. However, you may want to turn it off if it's interfering with other functions. For example, if you don't use mobile payment services and keep your phone in a wallet case, the phone may light up every time it's near an NFC card reader, which can be annoying. For iPhone users, NFC cannot be disabled, but Apple limits its usage to specific circumstances such as when making mobile payments or using a pre-programmed NFC tag. In other situations, it must be manually activated, such as when reading an NFC security key or reloading a fare card. The majority of respondents across surveyed countries showed high exposure to contactless card usage, with over 70% reported usage. Mobile payment usage increased in all regions, and 82% of people have 2 or more cards in their digital wallet. However, there is still room for growth in mobile wallet usage as most respondents reported using their mobile payment wallets for less than 24 months. The usability of contactless technology continues to improve, with 85% of respondents having used it on average, representing a 30% increase in contactless card usage compared to the 2020 survey. Apple Pay and Samsung Pay also saw significant uptake, with a 37% and 35% increase in usage, respectively. And that's a wrap, folks. We hope you enjoyed this TechNation episode on the latest trends in mobile payments and contactless technology. Remember, gone are the days of digging through your purse or wallet for loose change. With the rise of contactless cards and mobile payment solutions, you can now tap your way to a cashless future with ease. Whether you're a fan of Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, or any other digital wallet, it's clear that the adoption of mobile payments is on the rise. And with improved usability and security measures, there's no doubt that this trend is here to stay. So, let's all raise a digital glass to a world where the only thing we need to worry about in our pockets is our smartphone. Thanks for tuning in to TechNation, where we bring you the latest tech trends with a side of wit and humor. Until next time, stay tech savvy.